This is a video caught on my security cams of marbles. Basically, we got woken up in the middle of the night with our fire alarm saying fire, fire, fire. I ran downstairs and found that the stove was turned on. And when I ran through the recording, I had to actually enhance this. And as you can see in the yellow dot, there's Marbles. Just standing there, looking at the counter, wondering what she's doing. So I didn't expect to see this on the security cams when I brought it up. I figured I'd have proof of the stove turning on by itself. But right there I paused it, and as you can see, there's Marble's eyes. So, and then that is where the stove is, right there. You'll see it better lit up when she turns the stove on. Basically, it's a complicated process to turn the stove on, which is amazing that she walked on the stove exactly on how it reactivated. So as we move forward in the video, you see her eyes pop up again. I'm going to try to see if I can find the exact spot. Oops, looks like I have to pause the video first before I do that. So pause, and then we find the right spot where her eyes are. And this is just before she jumps on the counter that's across from the stove. And there you see her eyes right there. She's all ready to jump on the counter and do her business. Right? So as the video continues, you can see her jump up, and you can see the white undertones of her, and then the blackness as she moves across. And I got the yellow dot following her, and you see her tail there. I'm not sure what she's doing on the counter, because normally she doesn't go on the counter. So again, you can see a bit of her pause, and then there you go. You see just a flash for a second as she jumps on the other counter, and now she's walking over, and as you can see, that was her third paw on there that stepped on it and turned it on. Once that red light went on, it means the stove was on. And this was at 47. The fire alarm didn't kick in until like 15 minutes later when it melted one of the lids. So I'm just looking for the spot right now of exactly where she turned it on. As you can see here, there she is, and her tail's there. And her first paw has hit the first one. And then I'll move it forward just a little bit. And then I'm not sure if you can see it, but her second paw has stepped on the second part of the activation. And as I press play, her third paw comes over and selects the hottest setting. And I'm just struggling with this stupid thing because it wouldn't change the picture while I was moving the thing through, but I was able to get it reset after a bit. And there you see the stove again come on, and I'll draw it back a little bit. And then you can see right there, right before the red light comes on, you see that her paw lifts up, her last hind leg. And of course you see the white glare. It's because the camera's in heat mode. So it turns it on, and basically 20 minutes after this, after it starts burning one of the lids and you get the frying pan on the stove, that we get the notification, fire, 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 and which scared the heck out of us. Crazy Marbles cat. So I'm going to rewind this all the way back, and then you'll get to see it happen in real time. And there you can see Marbles at the bottom. Her eyes. She jumps on the counter. Then she walks around the counter. You see a little bit of her whiteness in there. Her big fluffy tail. She's walking around in circles. Crazy Marbles. And then as she turns around and comes to go across, you see a bit of her gold under her thing. And that's how I knew it was her and not George. And then now that's where she kind of jumps on the counter. And then she just steps on the control 1, 2, and 3, and bam, she turns it on. And just, so if you have cats like we do, enable the child locks if you have the electronic stoves, because you see how easy it is for them to turn the stove on? I mean, if our fire alarms hadn't come, we probably would have been burned up. Thanks for watching.